going to do something a little bit different tonight for our moment of silence. Want to keep in mind the 9 soldiers lost with the 101st Airborne at Fort Campbell. Recent storms in our area with significant loss of life. In Covenant School in Nashville. And I want to list the victims by name. Catherine Kuntz, the head of Covenant School, walked towards danger to protect her students. She was described as being devoted to her family and friends and the children she cared for. Cynthia Peak, substitute teacher who loved helping young people. Mike Hill, who tended to the school, knew the name of every child at the school. William Kinney, 9 years old, was described by his family as being unfailingly loving, kind, and gentle. His teacher described him as having a sweet, soulful smile, and he was looking forward to baseball season. Evelyn Dykus, 9 years old, family described her as being a shining light in this world. Hallie Scruggs, 9 years old, was incredibly smart and feisty and loved ninjas, unicorns, playing soccer, and basketball. And tonight I would like to take a 6-minute moment of silence, one for each victim.
We all know the tragedy, the impact is happening too often. In my career, the first half of my career, you never even worried about it. And the last half, there's not a day that goes by and you don't head to work. You think about that. It's a tragedy. We've got to figure it out. We've got to keep working to get better. And I think there's multifaceted layers. It's got to be looked at. This is not normal. And there's a lot of, we've got to start looking at reasoning and mental health and all kind of things. And want to be committed to do that. Almost immediately following that, we began to reach out with our SROs and Sheriff Bryan and other law enforcement around the county. It was on everybody's mind. There's been a lot of emotion. There is a lot of emotion. There will be a lot of emotion. There's a fear that's real among students, teachers, and parents. And anybody who looks around, you can recognize that. Real. As I look around tonight, I'm seeing people that are tired for various reasons. This is a good community. This community knows how to solve its problems. And it's time this community come together in these and other areas to take care of them. That's why this school system's where it's at. And I know we can all agree on student safety, that every one of our children are valuable. There's nothing more stressful on an administrator or a teacher to think about losing one of their children. I promise you that's part of the profession. And sadly, our teachers and our administrators are having to deal with that thought too much. And we've got to take action. But I just wanted tonight, there's been a lot, there are some things, and we're going to take some immediate steps. We have a schedule. We're going to go back starting today. We started in our schools, and we're going to immediately go review our drills with our children in place. We're going to notify the parents that your child will be in a drill situation because we want it evaluated by our professional law enforcement to see, are we missing something? We went back and reviewed how many drills we have done over the last years. And we've done a tremendous job. Our principals have done a tremendous job of logging. This is what we've done. So we're going to do that immediately. But in that process, we've got meetings set up with all law enforcement agencies. We want to talk about some, just debrief, just to revisit. But Wilson County has been a leader for years in school safety when they put those SROs in every school. I can't imagine, as I talk to friends and colleagues in this state, that don't have that today. So there's been a lot of steps, but we've got to keep moving forward, because this stuff you have to keep on top of it, and we have to learn from it. Are we perfect? No. But I want you to know we're going to continue to do that. So tonight, I've asked Sheriff Robert Bryan, who gladly accepted. He said, I want to come. I want to talk to your board. And I know he's brought another important factor too. In my years in Wilson County, when I came to Wilson County, the first thing I noticed different about from where I was at was the SR program and how professional it is. And somebody said it earlier tonight, the greatest thing about the SRO program is they develop relationships with students. That we've got SROs that our children, when they're in time of need, will go to the SRO before they go to anything, to anyone. I know that. So, Sheriff Bryan, would you come forward? Just take all the time you need, though, but we thank you for being here this late.
I echo completely what Director Luttrell just stated. We're in this together. We're going to continue to be in this together. And it's been said that, are we perfect? No, we're not perfect. No, nobody's perfect. And what happens whenever one of these tragic incidents happens anywhere in this country? This one happened 30 miles away. It hits home. There's kids lost their lives just going to school. And it's sad. It's teachers that's lost their lives. And it's just, I couldn't sleep that night. And I've had trouble sleeping ever since. I go to bed at night worried about school safety. Our SROs go to bed at night worried about it. Me and him just had a conversation about the same topic. But in saying that, Wilson County is a better shape than most counties in this state. Because of the actions of this board, because of the actions of the county commission, who would ever thought we'd have to put an SRO in an elementary school? Who would ever thought it? It's sad what this world's coming to. And it's pathetic. But we are leaps and bounds ahead of, we was top in the state as it relates to school safety. And we're going to continue to better that to make Wilson County the place it is, and the places, as we grow, we're going to grow with it. We're going to learn from it. But anytime a bad thing like this happens, what do? We don't make no knee-jerk reactions within a week. It's the worst thing you can do. You learn from it. You study it. You put plans in place to prevent what happened ever again. And this should never happen again. I hope and pray this never happens again.
Because when I coached, every kid that I coached, I looked at them just like my kids. Like my girls that went to school there, I thought of no difference as far as when it comes to their safety, any different from their family to my family. So whether when school's out or anything else, that's just the relationship that we have with our students. So if there's any doubt, and that's all of the SROs, a lot of them coach, a lot of us are ex-military and stuff, but we're all a tight family. So if there's any doubt in anyone's mind that if there's a threat to one of these schools, the SROs aren't going to step in and take that threat out. You can put that to rest right now. So that's it, unless I have any questions.